And good afternoon, everybody. What a beautiful day, look at that. Oh, it's been lovely. Been crap weather recently, but good. So I just thought I'd give you a bit of an update on the Landy, old Hugo. Doing a few bits and pieces, so I'm just going to run through a few bits. So as you can see, we've got the front on. Just finished off doing the wiring. That's all pretty good in there, it's all done. We have sound deadening inside, and then I put this thermal barrier on, and obviously everything's been taped up. So that's all done. Got some bolts. I haven't tightened up the wings yet. I've still got to tighten up the wings. But there she is. Still working on bits and pieces, but these headlights. So these headlights I purchased cheap. I thought I'd give them a go just to see, as it's a pre-83, 86, 83. It doesn't have to comply with certain rules and regs, so I'm pretty much free to do what I want with the lights. So I fitted these LEDs. I've got LEDs, smoked LEDs all around my packs, all the way around. So I don't know if you've noticed it before. I think I've shown it on another video, but there's the back. As you can see, I've got two different colours on the mud plaques. Two different colours. I've got silver and a yellow. Anyway, so obviously LEDs. I've got me reversing and my fog. I didn't have reversing. I fitted reversing. Put the switch on, and I've fitted that. But these lights, they also have daylight running lights and an additional wire for indicators. So I didn't have these on. Obviously these are a Defender mod. They're something they do on Defenders, but I quite like them. And I replaced this wing. I replaced this. I picked it up from Paintman Panels at one of the shows. It's been fitted to before. My one was a bit manked. I bought this. My one was all stoved in here. It was all gone. I got this off a guy in Bedford, paid 50 sniffs for it. Been fitted before, but it was in really good condition. Had a few holes on it, which I repaired and sorted. This I got from Paintman Panels at one of the shows for a 10 spot. It had been fitted, but it was in really good condition compared to mine. But it had the indicator hole in it, so I thought, you know what, I'm going to leave it. So put them both together, and then obviously I painted it all and all that with Paintman paint in the back garden. But back to these lights. So yeah, I got these lights. I paid score for these, which I thought was pretty good. But they've got daylight running lights, and they've also got an extra light for indicators. So I've wired it up, and this is what it does. How cool is that? So I'm hoping that I'm going to put the daylight runnings on as well, and I'm hoping that if the daylight running, I've got a relay that I fitted in here, which is back there, which the headlights are running from. They're all running from the relay, and I'm going to connect the other relay up to the daylight running lights. And so the idea is that the other circuit's constantly open, so that will feed with daylight running lights, and then when you switch on the dip beam, it powers up the other relay part, and then disconnects stops the power going through to the closest circuit on the daylight running lights, so that switches them off, because obviously you're not allowed to have both running. So that's my plan. I've not quite got to that yet, because I've got to get some wires from inside there. It was only something I thought about afterwards, and so I've got to pull the blue wire out and run that forward and do that. But I'm also hoping that when I activate the indicators, it will counteract the daylight running, and also then when I put the indicators on again, it will override the side lights, so it will switch on anyway, like, because obviously they're indicators as opposed to daylight running lights. So when I've got me dips on, it should still come on with indicator. That's my plan. Hopefully that will work. So moving on, they're all fitted. This one's all fitted. I've got to clean the glass. I did clean it, but I got it dirty again. I've decided to put door cards in. So this was something I picked up from I can't remember the name of the company, something upgrades, DES upgrades or something like that. Anyway, picked them up from them. A few people are selling them, but they were reasonably priced. Picked them up from them. I've used my old handles. It's could do with, if I'd thought about it, I would have put a retainer behind their bar just to spread the load, because it obviously just goes into this. But I didn't. But that's cool. I'm going to put it on the driver's door because I'm just doing that one now. But that's all done, as you can see. So that's all sorted now. That's all in. That all closes. Rear wing mirrors on there. So I've sound deadened the interior of the doors. And then I've thermo insulated them as well. So it's got sound deadening underneath and then the layer of this thermo on it. Then on the inside of the door panel, I've also put some sound deadening on. It makes it a bit more rigid, but also just gives it a bit more like weight to it, like, you know, so it just sounds a bit better, like if it does get knocked or whatever. Not that it's going to, but yeah, I mean, it's see, it's not got a lot there, but it has at the top and the bottom. So I've and this is obviously the bit I tacked where it hasn't got any. I could put another strip along there, but obviously I don't want to put too much on because I don't want to interfere with the fit. So yeah, so that's that. So that's all done. I'm just going to put the handle on now. The handle does fit, although you have to elongate the hole. So I've had to pull it off, to put the file in, and just brought the hole a little bit this way and a little bit this way, and then my old handles fit rather than have to buy new ones. The netting, this bit here, it's weird. They manufacture these, but they don't do the bits for them. They don't do a handle, and they don't, the knots on their website or anything, and they don't do a door card. But clearly they've done it. But I can't find a door card that fits that. It's like 580. So I've ordered some nets, and they're slightly bigger than that. So what I'm either looking to do will be to wind the ends of the nets in, sort of like give it 2 turns, and then fix it on along there and along the bottom, because it is only about 150 high, which is about what I've got here. And if not, then what I might do is just trim the net. I'll cut the netting on because it obviously goes into, it's like a diamond shape. And then what I'll do is I'll use, he says, no, I've got some somewhere. These, but the stainless steel ones with the rubber. They do different sizes. I've got a pack with different size ones, so I can use some of the smaller ones, just literally to hold it in place. So yeah, so that's pretty much where we're at. So she runs, she purrs, she's all done. Yeah, nearly there, he says. So I've also got, I got some original seals here, which I've picked up over a period of time. I've been looking, and every now and again you'll see something pop up. This is, when I say original, it was original Land Rover, come out of a Land Rover packet, sealed packet. This was the same. I split that was me, being a bit overzealous. This here I got from LR Parts. It's similar sort of stuff, which is, as you can see, slightly bigger, but it's much softer than the cheaper stuff. But it's and I bonded that in. But what I've done is inside there, I don't think you can see it, I brought some, in fact I think I've got some over here somewhere. You see, frantically looking, there it is, some of this. So it's 10mm alley strip. What I've done, this is it here, and I've threaded it through, and then you can then bend it to the shape you want. I didn't get the alley strip from LR Parts. I've got that because it comes without anything in it. I got that from Amazon. It wasn't expensive. I think it was like £5 or £6. And I bought a roll of the rubber from LR Parts for oh gosh, now what was it, about £30, oh no, £50 for 30 meters, maybe something like that. So plenty for this and for future ones. So I've got to put a bit up this side. So I have to say, this side here, once again, I've managed to find an original on that one. And this one here is the LR Parts stuff. Got to just trim up this bit here where it gets caught. I'm just going to cut a little piece out of there. And yeah, as you can see, it's got the alley in there, and I've once again glued that into place. I actually didn't use contact adhesive. I used some black adhesive, panel bonding stuff, Silkaflex I think it was. I've got trim off the bottom of that, but yeah, and that all closes all nicely. Pretty much good on the line up of the doors there, probably slight little adjustment to do, and we've got the roof and everything on. But yeah, other than that, that's where we're at. So I'm liking the look, I'm liking what we've done. Yeah, really pleased with it. I've also got some new seats for it. I picked up some seats from a guy in down Newbury Way. Can't think now. Brand new set of they're like a grey checkered ones, and the set for the back. I've got the brick part bench seat to go in there, which I also brought from a guy, not from any of the suppliers. It came from a guy on eBay. So yeah, so that's where we're at. Just the last few bits and pieces I'm doing. This side panel here, like that one, is in the paint booth out the back in the back garden, which I'm working on. Drop down, going to undercoat it and prime it, undercoat it, and then gloss it up with the enamel. So just working on this door. Going to pull the panel off and see if we can get that one fitted. I did have to buy, if you think about doing that, okay, it actually said they came with self-tappers. It doesn't, there was none in the box. But having said that, I didn't want to use them anyway. I used these, which are these. Sealy, these particular ones are anyway. They are TCFT 1830s. They're fir tree clips, 18mm by 32mm. It says for BMW, Chrysler, Ford. They're actually the perfect size for here with the spread, because there's this small gap behind there. So anything shorter than that and you won't get enough tapping. But that's nice and solid in there. So yeah, So that's where we're at, guys. So I just thought I'd bring you up to speed, as I've not done a lot recently. And the reason we haven't done a lot is solely because it's just been rain, and you know, you nip out and you're doing a bit, and then the rain starts, and of course I've got it all tarpaulined up, and because there's no roof on it, and it's just a nightmare. So some days I've not been doing anything, and so there's not been an opportunity to do a lot of videoing with the weather. What I've also done is I picked this up from one of the shows. I think it was from the Malvern LRM last show we went to a couple of weeks ago. I picked this up, and well, it had a couple of holes in it which I didn't want, so I planted another piece of alley on underneath it, so it's double skinned, and then I cut it out. So I've got a couple of switches to go in them, two on the left. That middle one is for a clock, a time clock that is, and these are for my fog lights, and front fogs, back fogs, and if it's a spare, and that one there's for the hazard lights. So yeah, so that's where we're at, people. That's as far as I've got, but hopefully next couple of weeks, if this weather does break and we get some really nice days like today, I should be able to really crack on with it. I've got a couple of busy weekends coming up, which I'm not going to spend much time on it, unfortunately, but which is really annoying because I was hoping to have it done by June to get it out on the road. But we will see. Everything else is done. It's all running and everything. Obviously it's the body work and that I'm working to do. But yeah, we'll see. So that's it. So take care, and don't forget to like, throw me a comment if you're interested in anything I've done, or anything you want to see anything more of in particular of something I've done, and don't forget to subscribe if you fancy it. I've got another project coming up, a 110. I'm just working out the details with the people, so hopefully we're going to do that, and I'm going to try and bring that back to life. So yeah, anyway, stay tuned and we'll catch you on the next one. So have a good day.